On the road again. On the road again. Travelling with my friends. Oh, I actually put that with that, hey? I put my glasses in my cell phone container. Now, look. Keys. On the road again. Be the rattle that we had before. No, it'll be just down here. On the road again. Love you, dear. Oh yeah, ready to go?
Yeah.
Tiki tour and...
That's going to fall out.
Whoops, that's going to fall out, is it? I better pull that back in.
Got your wallet?
Wallet, watch, respectables and spectacles. You thought I was going to say something else, didn't you?
No, I didn't.
Eh?
Didn't.
Yeah, but other people on the video. That's right, that's where we can go. That's where we can go. We can go up the road. Where you haven't been before. Later. That's that band catching. Stop in here first. As you can see, that's the other end of Branksong Street. That's from 1 to 37. Goats on the side there, there's a couple of goats in there. Hold on tight, hold on tight. Remember we had a bit of rain down here the other day. not the #1 highway, do you? I see someone's put deer fencing on either side of it now. Geez, I bet that cost a packet. Now this road that keeps on going further up to our right goes up to the Vodafone cell phone tower and a little bit further up, but we're not going to the right, we're going to the left. See the towers further up? Oh, yeah. No, you won't be able to see it there. It's a big wide road. The person was going to build a house up here, and the council required them to build this really big, monstrous public width road, which was utterly ludicrous. Here's the tower up there. That's your Vodafone tower. This flat area out to the left was the building platform for the house. You might recognise these. Remember? Yep. Remember those? Those are the great big. Those are the great big water tanks. There's two of them there, right? That you can see from way down the back. Backdoor drive. And that's just the back door coming around onto where their house would be on this nice wee building platform here. Lovely big flat area here was going to be where they put their house. Right. Now, to all intents and purposes, it would have been a really good place, because let's face it, what an absolutely gorgeous view. Yeah, see that far away mountain in the distance here? I'll just zoom this in for you people. That mountain directly in the gap. That's the Old Woman Range at Alexandra. You know, the Old Woman Mountain, the Old Man's in there. And that thing is still. Right, so that's the thing, right? And where we were the other day, out on that little point at that, remember that power station, right? That's on that lower level where that little copse of trees is there under that rock face, and that's that pipe line that goes up to the top, right? And around there is the local Delta and so forth, and police and whatever have the radio telephone links. But that's the lookout. Now how would, and of course behind her lovely great big house building platform here, the worst of the winter weather from the south and the southwest, and of course fully protected because they were building up against that bank. You see the cut into the bank? So imagine having a house there, eh? That's where that German doctor was going to build. Oh, lovely view, eh? Eh?
Must be a piece of bush that's hitting.
Yeah, nothing there.
That's it. What is it?
Nah, it's a piece of wire that we've run over.
Do you need a hand?
Just one of the local farmers has left a piece of wire out there in the middle. Yeah, coming up past that fence line. I remember spotting it on the side. Yeah. Hey? Oh, what? It's dirt there, it can wash off. That's what it was, yeah. Good spotting. I just assumed. Hey?
Yes. Good ears.
Good ears, yeah, well, they're not quite as definite as mine have been. But you see, that German doctor, the German lady doctor, she was going to build up there. And then she found out, even after she put the tanks up there, she came over the top of that hill, straight down to the house where I am, where those poplar trees are, down the slope that's about an 80 degree, 10 degrees off vertical, and found out that the local borough council refused point blank to pump the water up this high. It's about 1,000 feet straight up. They said no way in high hell they're increasing the pressure on the town system to get it up just for her. You'll have to get a tanker and bring water up for yourself. And she had a few other issues, so she left and went back to Germany. And that's just been abandoned. After she spent hundreds of thousands of dollars putting this brand new road, there was a farm track here, but she had to open it out to a brand new road. Because she opened it out, not the farmer. Now normally when a farmer sells a piece of land to be developed, he's supposed to put the road in. But as you can see over here, there's other people who've put tanks up, and they're going to put their own little houses up here, and they've got their own little building platforms, and even they have found the same problem. You cannot get the permit to put the bloody water up. They cannot get a water supply. They have to rely on either rainwater or bringing water up by tanker, right? Bringing a tanker truck up. Well, no one in their right mind is going to bring a loaded tanker truck of water up here. That's probably where I picked it up from. Let's see, what a lovely little road, eh? See, there's no blues coming out tonight today, because even though we've come up that hill, it hasn't come out right. And I checked the oil, and it was just on the level. So it might have just been that I was over full. How would you like to bring one of those tanker trucks up here? See? What a stupid... And he'd never get round the corner. With a trailer on board, he'd never get round the corner. He'd have to come up just as a truck. And it just wouldn't have the gearing. It just would not have the low gearing to get up that hill. Hold on. Grab the rail. Hold on tight. Because every time it rains and we get that flush, remember we had all that flush of water? It comes through here and it just wipes that right out. Big difference between low range and high range, isn't it? Watch the window. Right, so you've seen that way, haven't you? Now we'll go the other way. And besides, up there was a few people lost their houses with the fire on 1st of January a couple of years ago. What you looking for?
Trying to make out whether it's on the outside or the inside. It's on the outside.
What? That noise?
Spider.
Hey?
It's on the outside.
Spider, is it?
It's on the outside, don't you dare.
Hey?
The rain.
Oh, the rain, yeah. We'll head south. Just one, well, look at the guy's got the car up on top of the container there. It looks like he's got a whole heap of shit over there. And he's just put the car up in the container for the hell of it. One day I was just wondering, do you want to go to Ranfurly? Oh, we've been to Ranfurly, haven't we? Would you like to go back to Ranfurly? Oh, look at how high the river's been, eh? Eh? So, would you like to go back to Ranfurly someday?
Yeah,
Anyway, that's called Frog Rock out on the right hand side there. See that tide level's up a long way. And it hasn't washed off the rain, so that's been where it's been up since the last time. Coming to view soon will be that green tank on the hill. You'll see it soon. It's pretty high up in the hill, just a little bit down from it. Yeah, no, you won't see it because it's too far. And that's looking down onto Froggle Rock. Can you see the walking track down there? They're on this side of the trees, maybe. And that over to the right is Hercules Flat. That's as far as the railway when it came through here. They should have gone all the way up to Alexandra, but instead they stopped there at Roxburgh. After all, it is only 50 mile or so to Ranfurly. Hey dear. Eh? Oh yeah, no, that's only, we only got the tar seal. We only got the tar seal for the worst part of the hill. For a reason. The local trucks get roaring around here and the local traffic comes roaring around here, and there's a house down the back here, you see. And what it means is, having put that stuff there, the road now cuts up into corrugations instead of levelling out. And this is the top pond above that. That's where that pipeline comes from, right? There's a great big pond out here. The holding pond above the Tibia power station. I'll do a turnaround up here so the camera can see it. This is the holding pond for the Tibia power station. Right, and that's the gate, the control gate's over there, right? The control gates over there. What are you looking for?
Yeah, I'm just looking.
down here. Down here there's a weir
Oh, is that what
comes
it is?
in.
Yeah, that's
Right?
it.
There's a big water race there. I'll just aim that down there. There's a big water race comes in there, right? Down. I'll just park it up here. Yeah, I know you can get out. I'll just park up here on the flat so we can both get out.
I was just trying to figure out why it was like sort of racing down there.
The reason it's racing down there, dear, is because that's the Teviot River. That's the Teviot River on the top of the hill, right? And they've got the Teviot River coming down by a great big canal waterways, right? It should be going down the bottom into the town, but instead, that much water, see all that water there? All that is going through the power station at the bottom, because the level of this dam doesn't fluctuate. Right? There's a wee water race out the back, and that water race takes the overspill. If there's any overspill here, if this gets too high, the overspill goes into that race and it goes round the top and it gets dropped down into the gorge. Alright? So that's what that is for. Alright? So if I just get this set. Yeah, no, that's why it's causing the rapids there, you see.
I didn't know, that's why.
Yeah. Back in the bracket there. Right. What they do is they lift almost the entire river. They leave a tiny wee trickle in the actual main bed itself that goes down the gorge, but that's almost the entire output of the river comes through there. And it's through these great big, humongous water races. Right, and there's the other one, the other half of it. And that water race comes from about 20 or 30 mile around the side of the hill, because it's bringing the water out. And what they do is they physically they've got a weir way up at the back here, and they've put a weir in the main river, and they physically just lift whatever water they want. The rest of the water goes down the river channel, and the reason it's here is they got I see there's a pipeline up there with another pipe. That's a special pipe that's dropping the water down from somewhere else. That's coming down from another reservoir. But there's the water race going around the back of the hill there. They've got two different ones here, you see. There's a junction there. We'll just swing it round here. There's a junction up there. There's nothing behind us. And one junction comes from the right hand junction, the other comes from the left hand. The left hand junction is from the river. The right hand junction lifts a little bit of water out of all these gullies along here, right? And basically it's another water race system. It's part of the general irrigation system, right? And it comes out and feeds along this way, right? It's all a downhill feed. So all the farmers on here have always had a water race, right? But they can bring it down here. But that's also what that pipe on the hill is. It drops it down to this. Right? There's a lot of houses up here. See, this is another one. Beautiful big house, that one. Farmhouse. Big rug hold. And there's the pipe going up the hill. Yeah, and behind it. Another house. water coming. It's basically a vent pipe or a water vent pipe. Could also be someone working up there. Look at that. Or it could be just steam coming out of the pipe. I think it could be someone coming down the road. Could be someone coming down the road in a little truck. That's what the dust. Yep, it's a truck. Telltale sign of that dust cloud in the distance. There's that thing there. Basically it's a vent. The pressure, water comes down here but it vents it. Right? As you tell, we're still climbing. A long way up in the air. The view now. Hey, you like that view?
Yeah.
Yep. You've heard the expression, if we could ever touch the clouds, well, don't worry, we're going to be driving through them. The prize range behind Cromwell. You see that now too? That's where we come over from the Bannockburn Pass the other way. And now you can see almost down to as far as Harriet and Gore. Well above the height that we were in the Bannockburn Pass the other day on the Pylon Road. And still climbing. Right, you can see that rain cloud you talked about before? We're almost at the same level as that rain cloud. Right. So we will be going through it. So from here, it's that gap, that little gap in the pass there, that's the Moa Flat, where we go down through the Harriet. We're not too far away from the top of the hill. We're going through there. See that hill in the distance, that big hill with a pine plantation on it? We're going just slightly to the left of that top point. Could go, of course, go down through that way, which is a back road into Mount Chandra. Which is through that gate and down the back road into Alex.
But we're not doing.
No, shit, no, too bloody stupid going that way. Would you like to be digging these paddocks up with a digger? Well, they're going to be harrowed and planted out. That's what they plant them out in mangles, are they? right on the top of the hill here. It's nice farmland, isn't it?
So the difference between this road and the road that we travelled on Tuesday was past Clydeback to...
Oh yeah, the pylon road. Yeah, the pylon road, but the pylon road was the one that no one uses for houses. It's just a pylon access back road. It's a backcountry back road. It's still a public road, and as such, people, you know, that's why they can just drive through it. Public access road. Now, if for the likes of the Cromwell Dam, if they had a major slip in the Cromwell Gorge, they could actually put the traffic up that road, and they'd just put the comment on it that only four-wheel drives and special vehicles can get through it. But because there's so many people that four-wheel drives, they can basically all get to it. Now this road here to the right goes down to Miller's Flat.
This works in. I didn't see that.
Oh no, the other one wasn't there. That's because they've got the bloody sign round the back to front way, because the bloody roadworks is actually this side. See the roadworks over there? They got roadworks there, and they got the roadworks here, and some dork has put that sign back to front. He's actually turned.
The wind might have blown it.
No, the wind hasn't blown it. Right. So as you can see, that's the turnaround at there, and what we were on there. Put that right in the middle. Lake Onslow to the left. Wright Road was the one we just come off. Smith's Road is going that way, and Sanders Road looks like someone shot it with a 22 or a shotgun. A shotgun, is it? Someone's hit it. Right. And as I said, the rain that you looked at before. See, we're almost in that cloud. Only got a little way to go. Oh. Yeah, people I just couldn't get bothered getting out of the vehicle, swinging the thing around. Anyway, here we are then. There I go. Well, yep. This is a repeater unit for the. I don't know what the hell it's. Oh, it's probably a repeater for the cell phones, and it's a microwave repeater. It's a microwave repeater. You know what it's for? Telephones. Someone over in the back country over there has got another repeater, and it'll be a telephone link, a microwave repeater, because they've brought the phone cable up to here, and it's a lot easier just to bang it along. It might be 5 or 10 miles to the next house up the road, across the valley, so it's a lot easier to pump it up that way. Another house, another nice house. And on your right here. Another two of them over there.
Those pepperthorn things.
Yeah.
Take it off.
Yeah. Oh, you want it for the feet? Yeah. Hey? Yeah.
It's pepperthorns.
That's a lovely big paddock. It's worked out there, isn't it? It's another wee ridge line. You go along the ridge line.
Right.
Ridge line. dagging by the look of that. Bought in for crutching and dagging. See one car track here. That's because the sheep have been down the road and doing all their little duties, and the only vehicle travelling behind has been the farmer's truck. Oh, what's the bet that stock truck come up and they took some of the stock away. They'll be getting them down off the high country. Just a farmer's hay shed, big, keeps all the equipment in it. Have a look back and see what's in it. You can probably see the hay bale and all the rest of it's in that shed there. And it's a barley grass or something in it. Sweet. Nicely dug paddocks. Silage, but cattle country. Yeah, they are steers, aren't they? Yeah, they're all steers. Cattle country. Think about that, would you, hey? All this land was up here.
I knew there were mountains. I didn't realise it was farmland.
Oh, no, it's brilliant farmland. Absolutely brilliant farmland. Yeah, see, Roxburgh's only in a valley. A little rugged tear in the land down there in the valley. Brilliant farmland behind it. with a knob on it. We're going between the knobs. There's that knob, eh?
It's got a long way away.
Yeah, I'd say about 20 miles. There's the crow flies. 5 miles. Zigzag back and forth either way to get to it. That makes it seem like a long way away. Now remember that microwave station further back? It's still aiming away up the hills here. There's another one at the boundary crossing where the road from Miller's Flat comes up and meets it. Now the reason they have that little orange bubble on the top of the stick is it's a float level. So the farmer can look at it. Now there's the Three Brothers Road. Now the Three Brothers Arms, you see? There's Three Brothers Arms. Now bloody YouTube put Three Brothers as being brothers in arms off Pink Floyd, but the Three Brothers Road is there. Because we've just come off Sanders Road. There's Three Brothers Arms heading down towards...
Where do you see Arms?
Yeah?
It says Three Brothers Road.
Yeah, Three Brothers Road. But the arm on that post is sticking straight out to Brothers Road. One arm is sticking out to Sanders Road and one arm is sticking out to Lake Onslow Road. It's a three-arm signpost. And one of them is Three Brothers Road. So it's a three-arm signpost. Or the Three Brothers Arms. Three-arm Brothers Road signpost. I don't give a shit how you call it. But see those hills are way in the distance with the sunlight on them, way in the distance. That's behind Gore. That's the Hokanui's behind Gore. Should be able to just park in here on the top of here. There's a gate up further up. I need to go into that one. You see where it's raining now is Miller's Flat. Nah.
And it's raining.
Right, in the distance here, way down the distance, miles away in the distance, way in the distance, that's the Hokanui Hills behind Gore. And down this side, through the rain, on that side, that's Milton away in the distance there, and the hills behind Milton, and the Tyree, East Tyree. Yeah. And as I said, we're up in that cloud, as you can tell, because we're in amongst the rain, and there's no sign of rain, but we're actually in the rain cloud. Just starting to go into the bottom of it.
Where's the
Hey? That's what the spots are, yeah. It's the cloud forming on the window. That's the last time I come up here, that was only about 6 foot high, that grove of trees. There was a plantation up here. I came up not long after I came there 8 years ago, and they had just planted out the little rods. They're called rods of thing. When they plant their pines out, it comes to the nursery as rods. They're about 2 foot long, the pine seedlings, and they just planted it when I come out. And it's been 8 years, 9 years, 9 years since I've been out, and it's a forest now, beautiful big forest on the side of that hill. And we're going between you see the road going up towards the knob? That's where we're heading, on the right hand side of that block of pine trees. Up here, there's a side road. See the signpost on top of the hill there on the side? Oh, I knew they were up here, and I've just spotted them. They're in a gully. What a silly place to put them. Right, this is the Lake Onslow road, but that road goes to the bridge huts. Right, now the bridge huts go down. There's some huts on the at the junction down there. Now it says on the signpost there. Just come around that way a bit there, go around there. Right. Yes, it is. It's perfect. Okay, not quite. This sign says Lake Onslow Road, and the Bridge Huts Road is on the other side. Lake Onslow Road is this way, and the Mannaburn Conservation Area, 10 kilometres, is the yellow sign underneath. Now the Mannaburn Conservation Area, think about it, Mannaburn, eh?
Outside.
Yeah, I know. Mannaburn is behind Galloway. Remember? We went to the lower Mannaburn Dam. That's behind Galloway. Right? One of the reasons I didn't want to zoom that out is because I'm about to back it up beside the gates up here. That's so that we can see directly in front of us almost. In the distance there, people, can you see what's that? There's some big windmills. They're about a mile or two away there. I don't know whether you can see them or not. There they go. Windmills, 3 of them. Let's see them out. They're the Lake Onslow Windmill Farm. Right, so we go down there. Now, I come up here in, was it 2005? And I thought, yeah, I've got to come up here, and I come down through this road, and I come up over the pointer here, And I took one look and I didn't go any further. There was 6 foot of road in this gully here. There was a 6 foot snowdrift across there. I've been driving through snow for quite a way before I got here, but there was a 6 foot drift in the bottom here, and there was no way I'd get any further. I got out and walked up to it and I thought, yeah, that's deeper than I am. Why this stuff's all snow country tussock and the spear grass and stuff like that. You see those yellowy orange bushes on the side of the road with the funny stalks on them? Not that one, but I'll show you. Yeah, these ones there. Yeah. They're a very, very spiny, sharp, thorny thing, and they're as tough as bricks. It's a snow tussock thing, but it's also very sharp points, and it's called spear grass. Now that point hill that's behind Braden's there, and we're so far in the clouds now, we're actually in the rain. We're above the rain. Little bit of wind blowing. Right. You can see there's rain below us, and there's rain below us on that side. Still climbing. Although it doesn't look it, we're going down as much as we're going up. Whoop. Homegrown mutton on the hoof. And away we go, straight over the side. No, they're going up to the other road. They're taking a shortcut to the road on the other side, and they'll get there before we do. Oh no, they might. Yes, they will. No, they won't. Get off the side. Thank you. The other one on the hill. That's the other receiver for that translator that we passed. There's a green tank on the top of that hill over there with the aerial on it.